Have you ever had to make a decision and thought, oh no, what should I do?
Yes, all the time. Sometimes I spend 10 minutes deciding what to eat.
10 minutes?
Okay, maybe 20.
20 minutes just for lunch?
Don't judge me. Choosing food can be a serious decision.
Fair enough. But some decisions are much bigger than choosing lunch.
Exactly. Sometimes one small decision can change your whole day or even your whole life.
And today, we're talking about something we all do every single day.
Decision making.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our English speaking practice.
We're happy you're here with us today.
If you're learning English at the A2 or B1 level, this conversation is perfect for you.
We're going to talk about decisions, choices, mistakes, and how we decide what to do.
And of course, you'll learn some useful English along the way.
So relax, listen carefully, and don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just enjoy the conversation and learn naturally. Daniel, how are you today?
I'm good. A little tired, actually.
Really? Did you sleep late?
Yeah, I was watching a movie and I told myself, just 10 more minutes.
Oh no.
Then I looked at the clock.
What time was it?
Almost 2 in the morning.
That was not a good decision.
Definitely not.
Did you regret it this morning?
Absolutely. My alarm rang and I wanted to throw my phone out the window.
That sounds familiar.
What about you? Did you make any difficult decisions today?
Actually, yes.
What happened?
I had to decide whether to stay home and rest or go out with my friend.
What did you choose?
I went out.
And was it a good decision?
Yes, I almost stayed home, but I'm glad I went.
See? Sometimes we don't know if a decision is right until we try it.
That's true.
So, Emma, what exactly is a decision?
A decision is a choice you make after thinking about different options.
Good. For example, you can decide what to eat, where to go, what to study, or what job to take.
Right. Some decisions are easy.
Like choosing tea or coffee.
Coffee.
You didn't even think.
I don't need to think about coffee.
Okay, coffee wins.
But other decisions are difficult because they can affect our future.
Exactly. Emma, here's the big question. How do you make a difficult decision?
Let me think.
Take your time.
First, I try not to make a decision when I'm angry or very tired.
That's a good point.
Then I look at my choices. I ask myself, what are my options?
Good question.
After that, I think about the good and bad sides of each choice.
So you compare your options.
Exactly.
Do you ask other people for advice?
Sometimes.
Who do you usually ask?
My sister. She knows me very well.
Is she good at giving advice?
Usually.
Usually?
Well, sometimes she gives me advice I don't want to hear.
Ah, that's different.
But it's often the advice I need.
I think one of the hardest things about decision-making is fear.
Fear?
Yes. Sometimes we're afraid of making the wrong choice.
I agree.
We think, what if I make a mistake?
Or what if I regret this later?
Exactly.
I used to have that problem a lot.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to make the perfect decision every time.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. I would think about a decision again and again.
So you overthought everything?
Pretty much.
Give me an example.
A few years ago, I had to choose between 2 jobs.
Interesting.
One job paid more money, but I didn't really like the work.
And the other job?
It paid less, but I liked the people and the work was more interesting.
Wow, that's a difficult choice.
It was. I talked to my friends, I made a list, I thought about it for days.
What did you choose?
I chose the second job.
Did you regret it?
At first, I was worried. I thought maybe I made a mistake.
But
After a few months, I realized I had made the right decision for me.
that's great.
I learned something important.
What?
The best decision isn't always the one that gives you the most money.
Absolutely.
Sometimes happiness, time, people, and personal growth are more important.
I agree, but I think money is important too.
Of course.
If someone has a family to support, they may need to choose the job that pays more.
That's true.
So I don't think there is always one right decision.
You've got a point.
The right decision depends on the person and the situation.
Exactly.
What about taking risks?
I think some risks are necessary.
I agree.
But I don't think we should take a big risk without thinking.
Right. There's a difference between being brave and being careless.
That's a very good point.
For example, leaving your job without another plan can be risky.
Yes,
But learning a new skill while you still have your job can be a smart risk.
I like that idea.
Let's talk about everyday decisions.
Sure.
Imagine you have an important English test tomorrow. but your friends invite you to a party tonight.
Oh, that's difficult.
What would you do?
I'd probably study first.
And then?
If I finished early, maybe I'd go to the party for a short time.
That sounds reasonable.
What would you do?
I'd probably stay home and study.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow, look at you.
I'm responsible.
Or maybe you're boring.
Oh, come on.
I'm joking.
Here's another example. You have enough money to buy a new phone, but your old phone still works.
I would probably keep the old one.
Why?
Because I don't need a new one.
Good decision.
I'd save the money for something more important.
That's smart.
Daniel, do you think people make better decisions as they get older?
I think experience helps.
Why?
Because when you make mistakes, you learn from them.
So mistakes can help us make better decisions later.
Exactly.
But some people make the same mistake many times.
That's true.
So experience alone isn't enough.
You're right. We need to learn from the experience.
That's an important difference.
For example, if I spend too much money this month and have no money left, I should learn from that.
Yes,
Next month, I can make a budget.
good idea.
But if I do the same thing again and again, I'm not learning.
Exactly.
Another important thing is listening to your feelings.
Yes, but I think we need balance.
What do you mean?
Sometimes your feelings can tell you something important, but sometimes emotions can make you choose badly.
Especially when you're angry.
Definitely.
When I'm angry, I try not to send messages
Good idea.
because I might say something I don't really mean.
I've done that before.
And then,
I had to apologize.
oh wow,
It was embarrassing. Option. Simple definition. One possible choice. Example. I have two options. I can stay home or go out. Regret. Simple definition. To feel sorry about something you did or did not do. Example. I regret spending so much money yesterday.
let's add one more useful word, choice.
A choice is something you decide between two or more possibilities.
For example, I have to make a difficult choice.
Another useful phrase is make a decision.
For example, I need to make a decision before Friday.
These are very common expressions in everyday English. Expression 1, let me think. Meaning, give me a moment because I need time to decide or answer. Example, which restaurant should we go to? Let me think. Expression 2, I'm on the fence. Meaning, you cannot decide between two choices. Example, I'm on the fence about buying a new laptop.
This is a useful expression when you really can't decide.
Exactly. You're not saying yes and you're not saying no.
You're somewhere in the middle. I need to make a choice about what I will do. I need to decide what to do. I am thinking many times about this decision. I'm thinking about this decision a lot.
The natural version sounds shorter and more relaxed.
And that's how people usually speak in everyday English. Go with your gut. Meaning, trust your natural feeling about something. Example, I wasn't sure which job to choose, so I went with my gut.
I like this expression.
Me too.
Sometimes your first feeling is important.
But we should still think carefully.
Absolutely. Daniel, I need your advice.
Sure, what happened?
I have 2 job offers.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yes, but I don't know which one to choose.
Tell me about them.
Job A pays more money,
Okay.
but I have to work 6 days a week.
That's a lot.
Job B pays less, but I only work 5 days a week.
What about the people?
I met the manager at Job B and she seemed really friendly.
That's important.
Job A has a better salary though.
What matters more to you?
I want good money, but I also want free time.
Then maybe job B is better for you.
Maybe.
Are you on the fence?
Definitely.
Okay, let's make a list.
A list?
Yes, write down the good and bad sides of both jobs.
Good idea.
Then think about your future.
What do you mean?
Ask yourself, which job will help me grow?
That's a good question.
And don't forget your health and happiness.
You know what? I think I'm starting to understand.
Which one are you choosing?
I'm not ready to tell you yet.
Oh, come on.
Let me think.
Now it's your turn.
Don't worry about making perfect English. Just speak. If you had to choose between a high-paying job and a job you really enjoy, which one would you choose? Why? Take a moment to think.
You can start with, I would choose because.
Now speak. What is one difficult decision you have made in your life?
What were your options?
And why did you choose that option?
You can start with, one difficult decision I made was.
Take your time.
Okay, let's quickly review what we learned today.
First, we talked about decision making.
We learned that a decision is a choice between different options.
We also learned option, which means one possible choice.
And regret, which means feeling sorry about something you did or didn't do.
We practiced useful expressions like let me think and I'm on the fence.
And we learned the idiom, go with your gut.
Most importantly, we talked about making decisions calmly.
Think about your options.
Ask for advice when you need it.
Learn from your mistakes.
And remember that there is not always one perfect decision.
Before we finish, here's one question for you.
Imagine you could go back 5 years and change one decision you made.
Would you change it?
Or would you keep the decision because it helped you become the person you are today?
That's a difficult question.
So what do you think?
Tell us in the comments.
If you enjoyed this English conversation, give the video a like.
And if you're new here, subscribe for more natural English speaking practice.
Don't forget to leave your answer to our question in the comments.
Share this lesson with a friend who is learning English.
And keep practicing every day.
Remember, you don't need perfect English.
You just need to keep speaking.
See you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.